Ever since Yuzu's shocking takedown, emulation fans have been searching for a worthy replacement. Enter SUYU, the promising project that's here to fill the void. Imagine playing your favorite Nintendo Switch games on Android, with graphics and performance that rival the real console. Today, we're diving into everything SUYU offers, from setup to gameplay, and testing if it can handle the latest hits like Tears of the Kingdom and Super Mario Odyssey. Could SUYU be the ultimate successor to yuzu? Let's find out. If you find this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button for notifications. Since yuzu's unexpected shutdown, all eyes have been on SUYU, the next big hope for Nintendo Switch emulation on Android. But here's the twist. After a promising start, the SUYU dev team stunned the community by halting development due to DMCA takedowns and other legal threats. Their last update was 7 months ago, yet incredibly, this unfinished project still rivals some of the best emulators out there. Today, we'll dive into what makes SUYU so impressive, even in its paused state, and explore if it still has what it takes to be the go-to choice for Switch fans. You can still get SUYU from their Git page. Once you've downloaded the APK file for the emulator, go ahead and install the app. After installation, open the app, and you'll be greeted by the emulator's welcome screen. Click Get Started, and then grant the necessary permissions to allow notifications from the emulator. If you used other emulator like yuzu or sudachi, you'll notice the features and UI are quite similar, as this emulator is a clone of yuzu. Next, the emulator will prompt you to enter your production ID or product keys. Without these keys, you won't be able to run any games. Unfortunately, I can't provide direct links to these keys, as it would violate YouTube's community guidelines. Select them from your file manager, and the emulator will confirm that they've been successfully installed. The emulator will then ask you to locate your games folder. Once the folder is added, SUYU will automatically detect and display the games in your library. Wait, at this point, you might be wondering where I got these games and which ones you should try first. Before you jump into any game, it's important to know whether it's playable on the emulator. Yuzu has a compatibility list on their GitLab page, which I've linked in the description. From there, you can check if your favorite game is supported. Make sure you unzip the game files and move them to the games folder. After that, tap Use this folder at the bottom to allow uzuy edge access. Now tap Deep Scan, and let the system finish setting up the default configuration. Just click Continue. Here's our game list. But before we start playing, let's configure a few settings. Click on the gear icon in the bottom right corner, then select Advanced Settings, and open the System tab. I recommend turning off the Limit Speed option so the emulator can make use of your device's full resources. If you enable Docked Mode, it will increase the resolution but may reduce performance, so leave it disabled if your device isn't powerful enough. In the Graphics section, set the CPU accuracy on Normal. You can increase the resolution to 4x, but I suggest using your device's native resolution for smoother gameplay. Higher resolutions demand more power, so adjust according to your device's capability. You'll also have other options like DRAM, orientation, aspect ratio, and shaders, but I suggest leaving those as they are, as these settings vary from device to device. Play around with them to find what works best for you. Under the tab of Debug, here set Vulkan as API because it provides best performance. Next, head back to the main settings menu, where you'll find an option to install custom GPU drivers. By default, it selects your device's GPU, and you can install custom GPU for best performance. I've included a download link for these drivers in the description. Please note that only Snapdragon processors are currently supported for custom GPU driver installation. If you're not using a Snapdragon device, unfortunately, you won't be able to install GPU drivers. Finally, let's dive into some gameplay with the SUYU Emulator. The experience is very similar to yuzu, and honestly, I think once you start playing on uzuy edge, you might not go back to using your Nintendo Switch, if you even have one. For any additional information or questions, feel free to join our Discord server. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for future updates. See you in the next video. Take care.